Welcome everyone to Followers of Mayhem. In the last episode we had a spa day that ended... well, it ended, let's put it like that. And in this episode we are doing, well, I don't even know. What are we doing, fellas? Before they begin, Rura and Allah are coming. They're going to be slightly late. One of them is returning from work and the other one needed to have a shower because they stink. Okay.
I'm not late, I'm right here.
No, Allah and Rura.
Oh yeah, I already saw that.
So, what are you guys doing? The day has dawned, the birds are calling. There's this one bird that's going, ah!
Grisura, in her hangover state, chucks an axe at the squawking bird.
Roll me an
It's
attack.
a beautiful.
Just the dice, or do you
Yeah,
want the
just roll me a
axe?
general attack.
Alright.
It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming.
Yes.
On days like this, kids like.
Birds were singing.
You missed the bird, and now your axe is gone.
I use the axe of returning, so
Yep. So, do you whistle?
it's coming. I thought it automatically comes back.
No, you have to use a bonus action.
You have to spend a bonus action to get it back.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was, just one of
Nope,
those
you have to use a
automatic
bonus
things.
action.
Like a boomerang.
Nope, bonus action.
Alright,
Alright.
so I then whistle for my axe back.
And it flies back, cleaving the bird in two as it was flying away.
Nice.
Alright, well, what Alex does is he gets up early in the morning, and what he does is he pulls the ring of spell storing out of his pocket, and he puts both of his second level spells for hex into it.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got two hexes stored in it. And what he does is he moves over to he tries to recall where Vierna is, where Vierna's room is, and finds it, and he knocks on it and he says, "Vierna, you up? Need to speak with you."
Yeah,
You mind to come in?
sure.
Alright. He opens
The door opens.
like, how you doing?
Good.
Listen, I kind of need to talk to you, if that's all right.
About what?
About Grisur and everything that happened the other day.
I'm not apologizing.
I'm not asking you to apologize, but I think I understand what it is you're trying to do, and I kind of agree with it for the most part. But I talked with Grisur the other night, and, well, she said that it's probably for the best if you stay away from her for a while, and she wanted me to talk to you about your quote-unquote attitude.
My attitude. She's
Look,
the one. She's the one who started. She's the one acting like a grump all the time.
I know, but I guess I honestly don't know how to handle this situation, really, because I'm honestly kind of worried that the two of you are going to rip each other's heads off, and I'm seriously concerned that this is going to affect us going forward, especially considering we've got a couple of disasters we need to take care of.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're trying to get her to loosen up, right? That's what I'm getting for how you act around her. Yeah.
Among other things.
What are those other things?
Nothing I can really put into words right now.
Right now, but you can put into words later.
Give me some time to mull that one over.
Alright, fair enough, I suppose. But, yeah. It's just that when I talked to her about it, I probably shouldn't be sharing this, but he leans forward and, kind of whispers to her, and he says, she almost looked like she was about ready to cry.
What?
No, I mean, I don't mean that in a joking manner or anything. It's just that, I don't know, I kind of got the feeling that, I don't know, the teasing or whatever it might unintentionally be sparking some bad memories.
And yeah, so did her kicking the cat into the pool.
Yeah, I think I'll take the hint and not answer on that and not ask that one. But look, I know you're not just, I'm going to act like a crazy person every single day of your life, but I want to know that I can trust you to, well, maybe sort things out with her later on down the road. If not now, then maybe sit down and discuss things with her. It's impossible considering she said to me herself that she's not the sort to just talk these things over. But can I...
Did she give a reason for that?
Well, she told me she doesn't want to be seen as weak.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's...
Yeah, Vierna
I don't
laughed
see-
at that one for a good 30 seconds.
I don't see how that's funny.
That's so damn typical.
Well, I guess in a way, considering, but look, I trust you, alright? Just lighten up on the teasing or whatever, and for your safety and for hers, maybe just keep a wide berth between you two for a while, at least until things have died down, maybe?
I will do what I can.
Alright. Thanks. I know this is kind of a difficult thing to think of or consider, and I admit it's kind of awkward to even bring this up with you and everything. It's just, like I said, I'm just worried.
Someone's phone is on vibrate.
That's my phone going off because of the... as of people putting stuff in chat one moment.
So,
Right, but... Yeah, I'll leave you to getting yourself sorted. For now, I need to head on down.
Right.
Kagura,
Right.
what are you
Huh?
doing?
I suppose, oh, I'm looking at the wrong tab. I suppose I'm, coming back from getting the letters delivered.
Okay. Rizura? Dennis?
Dennis is reading.
Okay.
Still
else?
hasn't caught up yet.
Grizzler is
Is
still
the
in...
book still intact?
Yes.
It's a special book. It says Discord on the back of it.
Grizzler is in bed. Her throwing her axe at the seagull is her definition of a snooze button for an alarm clock.
Okay. Shikon?
Well, I pretty much appear back from Tanuki Sphere. You know?
Mm-hmm. There was no
So, the
Tanuki
first
there
thing-
again. But
Huh.
this time there was no sign.
Shikon actually frowns a little bit as he pets his little fey wolf
Arf.
up. How are you doing today, young?
He asks, and if he could understand, and if he could speak wolf, you'd translate it to, I am doing well under the slave collar that is our relationship. But pets are good.
Ah.
But since you can't speak wolf, you just hear arf.
Yeah, I got it. It's weird that Tanuki doesn't speak to two at one. I think I saw Ruba again. That's so weird. Huh. Oh well. She gonna
Yeah.
just stretches and then he's out of his room, pretty much.
Okay. So, time passes. The morning continues. Those of you eating breakfast, eat breakfast. Those of you sleeping in, sleep in. Those of you playing Duck Hunt, play Duck Hunt. The day continues.
Okay, so when did Nintendo get in there?
Nintendo's everywhere.
I recall someone was checking axes at birds.
It was the one seagull.
So, what do you do?
All right, everyone. So we've got a couple of important matters to discuss. That being, it seems as though we've all kind of decided we're heading to Lundruk, correct?
Better there than Prush.
As much as I want to go to Prush and get out my kind out of slavery,
We have no business trying to mount any assault on Prush.
If it helps you feel any better, Wolf, I sent ahead a letter to my family back home to discuss what they can investigate with Prosh.
I doubt that there will be much.
And I just sent a request to the royal family to see if they can send some of the rogues to Prosh as well.
I do hope you're planning on writing that out to me, by the way, Kagura.
Oh yeah, I.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Anyway.
But yeah, right now, we need to. As much as I'd love.
Rura!
Popped in.
Hi.
It is at that moment
Hey there,
that you
buddy.
watch Rura walk down the stairs, giving a yawn.
Wait.
I hand her a cup of coffee.
What's coffee?
It's better.
It's a thing that'll help you wake up.
Good morning,
Rura
Wolf.
kind of looks at it. She looks skeptical, like, "Are you sure? It looks weird."
It's got a bitter taste, but maybe you'll like it.
I don't like bitter, but I'll try it, I guess.
You can add cream and sugar to it.
Will that make it taste better?
Pretty much.
It's a matter of taste.
Okay, Rura kind of just takes a quick little sip, and then she makes a face. She goes, "Where's the cream and sugar?"
You can also add chocolate if you want. It's right over there.
Chocolate?
Yep.
Sorry, hold on a second. The Roll20 is acting up. Am I on? No,
No
I'm
problem.
not. Hurry up.
Big mood.
So, Alex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rura's getting her coffee. Do you continue?
Right, yeah. Sorry, I thought you said yeah. I noticed something. Sorry. So, yeah. As much as I'd like to stop what's going on in Prosh first up myself, we made a vote, and it's probably better off we make sure the capital is taken care of first. The warlocks of the Cartographers Guild will handle it as best they can, I think.
I guess that vote was taken while I wasn't around.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just it was a very important it was a very important thing we had to decide on, so I'm very sorry, Wolf.
Let's just hope that it won't backfire.
we'll take care of what's happening in Lundrek as fast as we can. Okay, we'll get to Prosh soon.
And by the time we're done with that, who knows? Maybe we'll actually have a little extra manpower backing us up in Prosh.
It's possible. Anyway,
Mm.
going
Has
forward,
anyone
we're gonna.
seen where Alara is recently?
Probably oversleeping again.
Still asleep.
But at that point, exactly, assuming Alar is actually here, you watch her begin to stumble downstairs.
Morning,
Wow,
Alar.
speak of the devil.
Oh, come on, you're the devil incarnated.
If I was, I'd be doing less pleasant things. The devil's evil, last I checked.
Last time I checked, the devil always throwing around fires and explosions.
If the devil's anything like the way this book I read once described him, then I wouldn't be surprised then I wouldn't doubt it.
Alright, well, going forward, we're gonna. Another thing I need to address with everyone is that, the other day I also realized, although I was the treasurer, I kind of got a little self-conscious carrying all that money around. I mean, it's probably not a good idea for me to carry everything, so going forward, we're gonna split up the money.
Fine.
Okay.
Which means, well, you're responsible for your own purchases from here on out.
So, Alar,
Hmm.
I finished copying the book, and he hands you both of them. I think we should return the original back to the owner.
Olar just like lifts an eyebrow to Dennis. Well, sure, though I bought the book. But yeah, we'll do that.
Out of character real quick, that's because I asked everyone to put their ACs there so I can check it at a quick glance.
Oh, so should I do that too?
Yeah, but it's something you can worry about later. So, Allah, you head back to the florist?
Yeah.
Alright. So you head on down to the florist. And once again, she's there. And she's currently partaking in some very strange substances. Let's leave it at that. So, she goes, "Oh, hey, you got too many legs."
Yes, I am a centaur. That is a thing.
That's
I guess.
amazing. What can I help you with?
I'm here to return the book that I bought from you.
Oh, you bought a book? Oh, geez, sorry, I didn't even remember. How much was it? I'll pay you back.
I think it was 10 gold.
She hands you the 10 gold and takes the book back and says, Thank you so much. Yeah, that's good stuff. You have a lovely
I
day
could-
now.
You do the same?
Would you like some?
No, thank you. I'm a little
Okay.
bit
You
not
have
in the mood for it today.
have a lovely day.
Do the same.
Oh, and then the door closes.
I feel like I could have gotten more from her.
Oh, is that woman who, like, the woman you got those herbs from?
Yes, those medical herbs. Yes, medical purposes.
Was that an emphasis
well.
on medical, I heard?
No, not there was no emphasis. It's medical herbs.
Alright, well,
Okay.
Alright, well, you missed a couple of things. First up, we made a vote heading to Lundruk. You voted on that too, I believe. Hard memory from the other night. Anyway, and you also have we decided to split up the money, so you're responsible for your own purchases going forward.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Right. Well, so we'll be chartering a ship to Tundra soon. So everyone, if you need to get shopping done, better either get it done here or over in Tundra if they have any. We'll meet up at the docks later on. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm
So,
going to purchase more magic transcription thingamajigs.
all right. You know the cost of that. It's fairly easy to get, though they don't have the ink. They're out of the ink you require. If you're trying
That
to scrap.
complicates my tracking of stuff.
Point being, you've already bought most of their magical supplies. They haven't exactly been able to restock.
Oh, okay. We'll go with just 50 gold pieces then.
Alright.
Alright, there's 2 places I wanted to actually go. First up, I wanted to go to the potion shop.
Alright. You go to the apothecary, which is the very shop that Allah visited. The woman there gives you this very dazed smile and she says, "Oh, hello there. What can I help you with?"
Hello to you. Hello to you too, and he gives a smile.
Hey.
Smile. I hope I'm not being too much of a bother.
No. Yeah, what can I help you with?
I was looking for what your prices are for, say, potions of healing, for example.
Well, the general basic one will cost you about 50 gold. We got about 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
But anything more, you'd have to go to some sort of specialist, and yeah.
Alright, well. Actually, just to ask you a question right quick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is something you would know, but you know, potions of healing, the standard stuff. It's generally it's like you can usually find them in any town, right?
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
any
I
good town
haven't-
will probably have 1 or 2 of the things. Though any more potent ones, you're gonna have to go to a bigger town to get. Oh yeah.
You're right there?
Oh, I'm just on over the moon.
Well, at least you enjoy your job, I suppose. Alright, well. Actually, one more question for you.
Yes.
Do you know if places like Tundra or Lundruk have bakery?
Sorry. I was trying to fix something.
No worries.
Continue.
Don't worry, you missed.
Continue.
Do you know if places like Tundra or Lundruk, for example, or any other towns along that road to the capital, have any bakeries?
A bakery, huh? What do you need one of them for? I got all your bacon right here.
I'm guessing that's going to be a very suggestive.
No, she just motions to a table of substances, and then she places down a bottle, and she says, "Ta-da!" And this bottle is black with couple of bubbles, and the label reads Coke.
She means she's baked.
No.
This here is
I mean,
it's a lovely substance I like to call Coke. Yeah, you drink it and oh man, it just sends you to heaven.
Good to know.
Okay, out of
And he
character,
just-
do you mean like Coca-Cola, or are you talking about the drug Coke? Because I think that one you snort.
That's the
There was a
joke.
time when Coca-Cola contained the drug.
And where it was.
Anyway,
The more you know.
That's why. All right. Well, so yeah, he just kind of pokes at it and just lets it.
Oh,
like,
there
wobble
it
back.
is.
Pokes it and lets it wobble back and forth on the counter. It's like, no, I just mean a straight up baker, like baking bread rolls, cookies, that sort of thing.
Oh. Yeah, that would be the general store. Oh.
All right. Well, well, thanks anyway. Sorry for the bother.
General store is lowest floor, the place with a giant bag on it. It's wicked. You can actually hide in the bag. It's made out of wood, but there's a little hiding spot. It's great for yeah. And she uncorks the bottle of Coke and then drinks it entirely down. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Alright, well, thank you for the information.
Hope
you have a good day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a wonderful day.
And I step out of the store, and the moment the door closes, he says, "Freak."
So, you step out?
And well, second place, I'll if other people have things they need to get done, I'll wait because I've kind of taken up a lot of time myself.
Okay. So, going down the list. Allah, is there anything you want to do before you take off?
I went ahead around the outskirts of town and search for some heal well herbs.
Okay, roll me a hold on, let me
Survival?
get the yes, survival. Let me get the document up.
Okay. Oh, sad.
Yeah,
face.
that's a fail. You don't find anything.
I know. That's all I'm doing for a while, so I'm gonna attempt again later on.
Okay. So, next up, Dennis.
I bought spell stuff.
Okay.
And then I go to the down to the docks. I wait for the others while working on a proof project.
Alright, well, move your character token down to the docks when you're done with stuff. Next up, Rizura.
I'm talking with Rura.
Okay, then talk with Rura.
Well, I've been telling her about what happened the night before.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the bats. So
Then talk
Rura,
with
I
her.
mean, from for what she hears, Rura isn't so sure she ever wants to go to a bath after all.
And I'm trying to tell her that not all bats are bad. You just gotta make sure none of them are Tanuki worshippers. Otherwise, you'll be turned into a fish for trying to leave.
Rura looks a little amused by that, but then she also goes, well, what do you expect from a place that worships Tanuki?
I don't know.
So?
Tanuki's a trickster, too. But still, I am at least glad that I did miss the baths. I mean, they didn't really sound very fun, and then my saber tells me it's not good to bathe with the opposite gender until you're married.
Exactly.
So yeah. I guess after finishing the coffee with a lot of chocolate, I really don't need to do anything else. So I'm just gonna head to the docks.
Okay, Rizura?
Yeah. I'm gonna follow her.
Alright. Next up, Kagura.
Hey, well, I actually, what would I be doing right about now? I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Then, will you be heading down to the docks too?
Sure.
Okay, next up is Rura. No, you already went. Vienna.
Can't think of anything. I'll be heading down to the docks.
Okay, you head down to the docks too. Shikon.
I'm thinking right now, so am I the last one?
Alex still has stuff to do. I'll go to him and give you a bit longer. So, Alex,
Yeah.
you had stuff to do?
Yep. Second thing I want to do is I want to head to the temple where Jones is being kept.
You go there and you ask around, and they say that he was already released and sent back to his clinic.
Alright, well, that's on the way to the general store, so I'll pop in and say hi to him.
You open the store and you see it's in basically complete disarray. Like, there's garbage bags everywhere, all the windows are open, and it's just, there's a strong scent of disinfectant in the air. But you do find him currently scrubbing a table clean.
Hey, Jones. How you doing?
He turns and you immediately notice that there's, at least, he's still very thin, but he's starting to get some weight back to his body. He still looks very tired, but he does manage a very, very faint smile. Hey, it's, you again.
Yeah, I figured I'd stop by since, well, we're about ready to, depart ourselves for, Tundra. I wanted to stop in and see how you were doing.
Well, honestly, I thought I'd be dead, but, well, I'm still alive, so the world must still have some use for a broken man like me.
The world needs doctors. People need to be taken care of.
Well, they have the clerics here, but for now I'm just gonna do what I can and try and pick up the pieces of my life. Then leave.
I can
Mainly.
only imagine how hard that is.
I'm just trying not to think about it right now. I just need to get out of the city. Out of this place where she lived.
I understand. Alex, he looks all over the place for a minute, and looking at all the chaos and disarray, as you said, walks up to him and puts a hand on his shoulder, and he says, "Let us know if you ever need us, all right?"
He gives a soft nod and he says, You've already done more than enough, but thank you."
Well, what can I say? It's just kind of came naturally in a way, I suppose.
Well, Vienna?
Don't mind me.
It's a little okay. Back in character. He nods and he says, "Just do what you do and I'm sure you'll succeed." I mean, I considered all hope lost until you arrived. Somehow able to remember.
Yeah, I still don't quite know why that is.
All I can guess
I've got
is
a
that
few,
something more powerful than the spell protected you.
Well, funny enough, for me and my friends, that could honestly be anything.
Yeah. I wish you the best of luck.
But you too, Jones. And he puts his other hand on the shoulders, gives them a pat, looks him in the eye. As it's like, you have a good life, alright? If we see each other again, well, let's just hang out over lunch or something, yeah?
He meets your gaze and he gives a weak smile as he says, "Yeah, that'd be nice."
Alright. See you later, Jones.
Goodbye.
And he leaves the store and goes over to the general store.
Okay. So, let me just see. Okay, so that's 1 second. Okay. You open the door and you see this large man with a brown hair, these eyebrows that just curl up into circular swirls, and this large pot belly. Well, hey there! How can I help you this fine day?
Well, good morning to yourself, sir. I was looking for well, I wanted to come in and see what it is you had on sale. I've been looking for a few items in particular, and I was wondering if you could store.
Oh yeah, sure. We get a lot of stuff here, so I'm sure I have it. What are you looking for?
First thing I wanted to ask is, what's your going rate? Do you have any potions of healing first up? What's your going rate for them?
I'm sorry, I don't, but the apothecary would probably have some for you.
Fair enough. Alright. Oof. Oh, goodness, my memory is horrible today. I believe I actually just went to the apothecary, funny enough. And,
Yeah?
they pointed me over here for, things like, treats like cookies or bread or something like that.
Oh yeah, we have a few of those, and he motions over towards a small stand with glass covering it that shows, bread, a couple of sweets, and basically any of these will count for about a day's ration.
Alright, fair enough. I'm actually looking for something in particular, and I know this is gonna sound very nitpicky of me, but it's kind of very important. I'm looking for something particular for a treat.
I know exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, you'd find it there. It's quite a popular treat in Mayhem.
Sorry, just give me a minute. Have to look up over everything. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Like, exactly the thing that we talked about?
Yep.
Like, out of character?
Yep.
Okay. And he looks at and, nods to himself, smiling, and it's like, alright. Does that come with whipped cream?
Yeah, we have a little whipped cream. We can, it's in the back. It'll cost you about... Well, it'll be 2 silver and then an extra silver for the whipped cream. You understand, it's not easy to get whipped cream in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, got that squared away, but if they're popular enough, alright, could probably get them anywhere. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Do you, this is gonna sound like a really strange request, do you happen to have something that could preserve these treats? Because, well, you know how cookies and all that are, they tend to go foul over a long period of time.
I'm sorry, I don't. But, he thinks for a moment. You could try, the main city, one of the main cities like, Londrak, Prosh, or, you'd be a bit... Of course, you'd get it at Shady Sands, but it might be cursed, or it might be expensive. You never know with Shady Sands, but, one of the main cities
You think Tundra might have... You think Tundra might have them?
Probably not. Most people don't stick around in Tundra.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I'm sorry for tying up your business. Well, I'm sorry for tying you up.
Hey, it's no pressure at all. So, how many of them do you want?
Well, you know what? This can be for everyone. I'm looking for at least 8 of those, if you please.
Alright. You successfully get 8 of them, and they are 3 silver each, so 3 8s. And I am bad with maths.
So am I.
There you go, 24.
3 8s, 20. Okay, 3 8s, 24.
2 gold, 4 silver.
Alright, fair enough. And I hand it over.
He takes it and he neatly wraps them up in a bag and hands them to you. It's a little brown paper bag, you know.
Thank you very much.
Alright. So you leave the store with your items?
Yep, and I just go to the docks.
Okay. So, Grisura and Allah, are you still looking for stuff, Allah?
Yeah. No, she's gonna look into her book again one more time and then try again.
No, you can't because it takes
Oh.
about an hour to look for
Okay.
stuff. So by this point, you'd have to go back to the docks.
Okay,
Sorry. So,
that's fine.
Grisura, you find Naxon slowly pulling away the last of the vines.
I run up and call out Noxon.
Oh, hey, Grizzly Bear. Did you sleep well?
I needed a drink last night.
Well, who
But-
doesn't? Eh?
Yeah, after the night I had, I needed some hellfire.
Well, here. And he reaches behind him and pulls out a large bottle of the drink. I've been saving it to actually give you.
Oh my god.
Don't say I don't get you anything, huh?
Grisera laughs and pulls out her flask, and I was actually starting to run out.
Well, we can't have that, can we? And he refills your flask for you.
After screwing the cap back on, Grisera then looks to Naxon softly. I'm going to be heading out soon. We're heading to Lumbrook for something. I
Well,
believe it was a fire.
Well, I'll be here. And if you ever need a top up, you know where to find me. And don't worry, I always have some.
Grisera just smiles. Hey, with or without blues, I'm just glad I'll be able to find you from now on.
Yeah, I'd honestly, I mean, it is really good to see you. And he opens his arms wide and gives you a hug. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
It's a bit oof, but you're used to it. You hug him back if you choose to.
I do.
You go
I'll see you
save.
soon.
You go kick ass and save the world, okay?
Hell yes.
He gives you he stiffens up and he gives you this really stiff salute, and then he just drops it.
I'm not in the military. Grisera laughs.
You
But
still remember how they used to do that to the previous owner, though? Always cracked me up.
yeah. Well, I'll see you again some other time.
Don't hesitate to write, alright?
If I can remember how.
Right. And he pulls out this half moldy piece of paper from his pocket, and he slowly writes with like this cracked bit of pencil that's barely even a pencil anymore, and he hands you his address.
I know where you are. Just be sure to visit town often. You need to eat too. Plus, it looks like you need a new writing utensil
Hey,
and some fresh paper.
I don't get up you when your tools are getting a little worn down, Missy.
Just making sure you remain alive long enough to.
I haven't remained live this long, haven't I not? Now go on. Your friends are probably waiting.
Yeah. Bye, Noxon.
Not bye. For now, see ya.
Yeah. See ya. Then Guzera runs back down to the dock.
And, you rejoin the others. Is one final check. Has everyone finished what they need to do in the city?
I believe so.
Yep.
Okay.
I had nothing in mind, so I joined.
So, as you all finally group together on the docks, you notice that it's very empty. A lot of the boats that were here have left to go re-establish trade routes or meet up with old relatives or loved ones that they've been separated from. And no ship knows that not to come. No ship knows that Bulma has become free of their spell yet. But 2 ships are in dock. 2 ships. One heading for somewhere. And one heading for Tandara.
Can I quickly gaze at the one that's apparently heading for somewhere?
You can, and you see the familiar Furbolg on there.
It's like, Corvus, is that you?
Yeah. He glances
ahead
over
and
his
talk
shoulder
with
at
him.
you, and then he just jumps off the boat and lands with a thud. Yeah,
What are you doing here?
traveling. Stopping here on my way to visit my sister.
Fair enough, I suppose. How's she doing? She's not in any trouble, is she?
Probably not, but I wouldn't know. I haven't seen her since the last saw you. Had some business, some trade.
I'm just kind of worried that because we were staying at her inn, whatever that slave woman's name is, I can barely even remember her now.
Lariska.
I wouldn't
Right.
worry. Maggie might not look like it, but she's very well spoken.
And Alex kind of gives a slight smirk at that. It's like, fair enough. But yeah, we'll be heading off to a. Well, we'll be heading off soon.
Cool. You heading my way? I'll give you a lift.
And he looks over.
It's best that we stay out of. It's still best that we stay out of somewhere
Okay.
for the time.
I
being.
mean, you did buy us and free us, so we don't really have any. So she has really no reason to mess with us anymore. But it's probably for the better if we stay out of there until she clears out entirely.
Yeah, it's fine. So, he gives another wave, and then he jumps back onto the boat. You watch the boat briefly dip from when he lands on it because of how heavy he is. A few of the sailors stagger a bit, and then they give him a look and laugh.
Guzera then finally has a question that pops in her mind. Something she's been meaning to ask the Furbolg, but kept forgetting because of the stupid time loop. She runs over and says, "Hold on a minute. I have a question for you.
Yeah?
How were you able to buy me? Last I checked, I was not for sale save for Cleaver."
He just stares at you. And he says, and it's a long pause before he finally says, you have friends in high places. Places even Cleaver can't touch.
No, because there is, like, I have friends in high places. Since when?
Good day. And he heads down below deck.
Grazura,
Okay.
if I may, it's better to not. It's the point. The important thing is that you're out of there now. It's best not to question how.
Grizzer bites her lip, not wanting to show how much of a conspiracy theorist she is. And out of character, I think for a moment I stumped the DM.
Let's
Yeah,
continue on.
I swear I
So,
could hear the gears turning.
you all watch as that ship begins to get ready to set sail. There's still one ship. Do you go over to it?
Pretty much.
I do, yep.
Okay.
Also, while walking, she can gently not just Alex and says, "Worrying for your future wife, huh?"
I don't know, that depends. You gonna play with that pup all day?
Hey, at least it's my familiar.
Ah. Oh, right, yeah, that's... Look,
So-
just...
You all
Yeah.
you all are cut off from speaking as you all notice the very odd figure. There doesn't appear to be a mouth at first, and the skin seems almost to be made of gelatin, and that it doesn't look like skin. It's white eyes with no pupils stare at you. And on the boat, Fiona and Allah, you both notice something odd about the people working on the boat. They're completely covered in hoods, and the sleeves cover their arms. And upon closer inspection, you realize they're kobolds.
Oh. Grizzer.
There are multiple kobolds stacked up to appear like they're humanoid.
Oh my god, it's a cult.
One of them is sweeping the floor, one of them is scrubbing the deck, though it has 3 arms. Well, actually it have 6 arms, my bad. And another is just leaning against a barrel trying to look casual.
To which, Alex is the first to approach the, bit of fingers like, hello there.
You watch as the blank mouth area begins to open, revealing these jagged teeth-like parts, but they're not teeth, they're just a part of the mouth. Like, there's just a black void inside the mouth. And then you hear the voice. Let me get a little closer to the mic for this. Yes, hello. What can I help you with?
Are you and your crew happen to be, heading to Tundra?
We are. Is your cat for sale? I would like to eat it.
No.
A pity.
Bummer.
So, to pay for your travel, it will cost you 3 gold and 6 silver pieces each. And as I can see, there are 8 of you. That will be 28 gold. and 8 silver pieces.
All right. 3 gold and 2 silver. Did you say?
Per person, yes.
3 gold, 2 silver. All right, everybody, you're paying for your own fees.
I whispered to
Duh,
Cat.
after splitting it up.
How much did you say that was, Lala?
3 gold, 6 silver.
Alright.
2 silver.
I heard 3 gold and 2 silver.
3
Same.
That-
gold,
that was-
6 silver.
That
I
was
hear-
my That was
I
me.
hear-
Sorry, that was my misunderstanding.
I've got it written down right here. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking.
Grizzer,
I'm
then-
tempted to argue that he said yes. He said yes to that, but oh well.
Okay.
Grizzer hands the
But
money over to Alex.
We'll do 6.
Alright.
So,
She already paid for it.
the creature lifts out a hand, a slimy hand, and a little bit of it gets on your fingers when you hand the gold over. And the clawed hand slowly curls around it and then retreats back under the cloak. And then turns
Dennis
to...
uses prestidigitation to clean off his hands.
Okay. You do so?
Excuse me, sir, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Ah, yes. I am Dapple. Dapple Gunga.
Alright, well, Dapple, it's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you too.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't believe I've met someone like you before.
Ah, well, that would be because most of our kind tend to murder yours.
Grizzer holds out her axe.
Oh,
She instantly grabs Grizzle's arm. Relax. If you
I'm not gonna throw it, I'm just saying, if he tries anything
Which-
funny,
which, yeah, and Alex is like, oh,
Yes,
that would probably explain it.
our kind tend to feast upon your organs and conspire with evil and but for me, I just want, money, and this is the easiest way to make it.
Grizzer looks to her group. Are you
And
sure we can't kill
kobolds,
it?
and kobold work quite
Okay.
cheaply, and they tend to be a lot more loyal than humans when you eat any crew killed by monsters.
Rurik
Yeah,
kind
well,
of
Are you doing insight?
looks over and she holds to figure out what she says. So, do you just eat humans or other creatures?
I eat whatever I can get my hands on. But I
Oh,
am
better don't.
strictly a carnivore.
You better don't lay a hand on my group.
Do
Otherwise,
not
I might
worry.
force.
Unless one of you dies, I won't be partaking in your sustenance on this trip. You've paid for your
Alright.
safe passage, and to be honest, the kobolds taste better.
Well, thank you for being forthcoming with us about this, and we appreciate the service you're providing.
You will all have a room to share. There are 4 beds in each. Do lock the doors. The kobolds might try to steal from you. And if they are caught, I will have to kill them. And that would be
Ah, well,
kind of annoying.
I imagine. Alright, well, let's get going then, shall we? Any pats Dapple on the shoulder.
Your hand sort
Well-
of sinks in like...
To which he takes it away and he's like, sorry.
Well,
Well,
then,
It's quite
well,
alright.
well,
You want me to clean it off for you?
Yeah, please.
I press digitation it off.
All right, everybody on board.
well,
Sorry?
Dennis, does that curse of yours come with the compulsion to lock the door as well as close it?
Don't think so.
Only close. So,
And if I recall correctly, Alar has it too.
you all step onto the boat, and you watch as all the sailors, air quotes, will slowly begin to undock the boat. And once everyone is out of the port, they take the robes off and jump off each other's shoulders, give a wave, and they say, "Hi, hi, 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 hi," and then they begin to get to work on sailing the ship. And do you all lock your doors? Do you lock the 2 doors?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Alright.
Not only is my door locked, it has an arcane lock on it and an alarm.
Okay. So,
And
A
I
loud
will-
one.
you notice a few
And-
kobolds briefly giving you a glance, but the moment you look at them, they go "Eep!" and they scurry off. So you travel relatively peaceful. And after about a day or 2 travel, a day and a half, you arrive in you emerge onto the deck, expecting to see your destination, but all you see is a
Oh, no.
thick blanket of snow gently falling on the ship. And then you
the
see
first-
it slowly approaching, slowly fading into view out of the fog. The city of Tandara.
And that's when Shikon actually puts on a shirt of some sort.
And
I
when
was-
Gazura's feet are getting cold.
River
So-
actually looks a little bit excited and she goes, "Look, it's snowing!"
Whoop-de-doo.
So, as you land, Dapple points you towards where the line starts for the tickets and where the road to leave if you're not purchasing a ticket is. To your left, you can see people lining up to hand over tickets to a sailor who's escorting them towards a boat, and you see a woman gently patting a tied-up wolf. And further north, you can see an owl cat currently being boarded with passengers, with the owl cat already having their rider sitting up top with a small umbrella protecting them from the snow. The unit that the owl cat is on is currently filled with seats, and if Ella was to sit on it, they probably wouldn't be able to get a seat, so it'd be very uncomfortable for Ella. But for everyone else, it's just sit down and you strap in.
River looks happy and her wings kind of like flare out and she goes, "It's an owl cat!"
Careful, Rura.
Sure.
We don't know how that old cat is like.
And I'm sure Erlin Singh isn't the only person on the island that can control those things.
The
So,
sign is backwards. Dennis's ear is like twitching with annoyance.
yes, but if you look at it from the other side, it's the right way. It's the right way.
Is it?
Yep,
Do it.
Check from the other side.
it's the correct
Shit.
way around. And arrival is
Okay.
backwards.
But yeah, what I was about to say, well, then that means arrival is backwards then.
So,
All right. Well,
do you all
Ah.
line up to get tickets, or do you just head on down and leave Tandara?
I don't think we need tickets to get to London, or do we?
Depends on how expensive the tickets are.
And how far Lumbrook is.
Can I see them? Can you point it out on the map, please?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Okay, so let me transfer you over to the map real quick. So, let me know when you're all loaded in.
Loaded.
Loaded.
Yep.
Okay,
It's all blurry, but
it'll load.
yeah.
So, to get to Landrak, you have to go over the road, down this way, and you have to circle. You'll wait a moment, and it'll show for you. And then you have to go there and there. And that is roughly.
Oh my god.
That is roughly a 30-day journey.
Oh my
No.
god.
If we
Caution.
Hmm?
Can we go this way?
You.
Doesn't look like it.
That would be at half speed, but you would cut out a few
Well,
days.
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
we actually have a ranger, and rangers can pretty much bring their party through difficult terrain and keep
Only
it
if
going
it's
at a
their
normal
favored
pace.
terrain.
What's Rura's favorite terrain?
guys, let's
Just a sec.
let's
Wait.
just go on. Let's just use the owl cat and speed this up. We don't know how much time we have left.
I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will say, if you decide to go that way, you will cut down roughly 10 to 15 days of travel, but you don't know what you will encounter there. And there's a reason the
Alright,
road
well-
doesn't go that way. That's all I'll say.
I'm a bit confused. I'm supposed to have an exact terrain?
You have a
A
favorite
favored
terrain in which if you can lead people through and they don't get they don't
I
take
have,
half movement.
but it's called Natural Explorer, though.
Ah,
But
I
I
might
have
be.
favorite enemy. Yeah, I have favorite enemy.
Click
but
it for me. Let me
Natural
She
see
might
Explorer-
have you.
it.
So I have that. I have City Secrets.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That is correct. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
it would
favorite
cut
enemy
down
is the one
15.
where it's specific. Yeah, a specific type. But Natural Explorer is just any difficult terrain,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I think it was
guys,
the favorite terrain,
guys,
and then it
guys,
became... Yeah,
guys.
sorry.
Alright, that's enough.
You are right. Okay. Now let's continue on.
Alright, well, considering that, it's probably better to just pay for the tickets. Though, if they're expensive, we might have no choice but to go the long way around.
Well, let's find out how much the tickets cost.
So, do you
Fiona,
get
can
in
you
one?
take care of that? Fiona, can you check the prices for me, please?
The line starts here.
Right, but yeah, before I go to the tickets myself, I go over to Dapple and he says, and I say, thanks again for ferrying us here.
No problems. Yeah. Do take care of your cat. They look very delicious.
Oh, you take care of yourself and your crew as well, okay? And
Yes.
he holds out a hand to shake whatever close approximation of a hand he has.
You shake
I'm
it
sorry,
and
I
it
didn't
kind
mean
of oozes around your hand before it's shook, and when it retreats, you're left with a slimy film around your hand.
Alright. Well, oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Alex, by the way. If we see each other again, well, now you'll know my name.
You want me to clean that up again?
Yep.
I do so.
Alright, so what are the prices looking like?
Well, Vienna hasn't gone to ask. Fiona,
And he's on silent.
you are muted. Fiona?
Okay, is there a place to check the prices before or we get in line?
There is a small thing right near it, and I'm gonna need to restart my Roll20 real quick, but flats are 62 gold, 5 silver per person.
Yeesh. We can definitely afford that, but yeesh.
Better than wasting a month walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll probably run out of provisions long before that.
So, Owlbird?
Yes.
Guess
Albert.
so.
Like it.
Definitely.
All right, everybody, have your money ready.
You
And
watch as
does
our cat is fully stocked with humans, and then it takes off. Okay.
What were you gonna ask, Wolf?
Nothing.
Okay.
Alright. So,
It
The
was
man-
just how cost to be on foot instead, like a caravan or something else.
That would take forever.
well, again, we would be cutting out a lot of the travel time, so it would take a while, but it wouldn't take a lot of time out of character.
Hmm.
Okay.
This is the safest and quickest.
So, let me just get my stuff back up now that it's, I had to restart because it glitched on me. Okay. So, this man... And it froze on me. Okay, no, there it goes. This man hurries and then he realizes he's not gonna make it, and he just sort of stands there going, "Duh." But there is now a yokai at the front counter waiting to serve.
Okay, ticket to Lundrak, please.
Yes, just before you are aware, the next flight to Lundrak is not due until tomorrow.
Alright then.
So, it will be 62 gold and 5 silver per person. And there's also a 10% flyer's tax, which is an extra 10 gold.
Okay.
No. Can I not interest you in one of our rental horses? They only cost 50. They only cost,
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so grand total 72 gold and how many silver?
5.
Okay. Done.
Okay. You retrieve your ticket for the flight tomorrow.
Okay, and that's 72 gold and 5 silver for all of us,
Per person.
Yep.
right?
Wow.
If you want to...
Cross-continental flights can get expensive.
The only reason you got the other one for free was because the gentleman pulled some strings. So,
Alright, well, everyone subtract that from your total as well.
you all get your tickets, and the next flight isn't due for tomorrow. Room at the end will cost you around, around 5 gold.
You're just bleeding us dry.
It's a tourist town. They
Where's our
thrive on
list?
people stuck, waiting for their next flight.
Grisser looks to Alex. I don't know about you, but I've been awake on that ship for 2 days straight, making sure whatever horror the captain and his gold boy are didn't kill us in our sleep. So I think 5 gold would be more than enough. And then she
Okay,
makes her way.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up to the the person who runs the inn, and I'm gonna haggle.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's just after midday.
Okay.
Good luck trying.
So you run into this male man with these curled down ears and this big burly mustache and these rather fine clothes and a dignified air as he looks to you and he says, "Good evening, I am Inoue Katori."
Good evening to you too, sir. And Alex just, casually just calls him sir, not even bothering to pronounce that name.
So an inn room will cost you 5 gold, as you are aware.
5 gold isn't that big of a deal, but well, you see, we're kind of a bit on a tight budget.
Then you shouldn't have ordered. Then
well-
you shouldn't have bought tickets for the Alcab now, should you? He
No,
glances down to
sir.
the tickets.
Yeah, Alex, if we wanted to make it look like we didn't have that much money, we should have come here before getting the tickets.
Yeah, let me handle this. Let me handle this. Well, first question out of character. How big is this?
How big is the what?
How big is this inn?
It's pretty big, but a lot of it is just very tiny, dingy rooms for one person.
Alright, well, so how easy is it for you to take care of this place?
Oh, it is fairly easy. We hire, maids to clean up after the mess, and in the 5 gold we also offer 1 gold waking fees if you happen to miss your flight. If we can give you a call in the morning and knock on your door so you don't miss your flight.
Holy shit, this is a tourist trap. But yeah, I don't think that'll be needed because of my friend over there, and he points to.
As you say, then.
So yeah, how can I persuade you to give us a bit of a discount?
You can't, sir.
How many people could fit in a room?
1 and a half.
2 if you. Dennis, do you know any shrinking spells?
College dorms.
Ouch.
Yeah, no. Look at us. I mean, Hala needs to stand in her sleep. Rura needs space for her wings, and I'm pretty buff. So.
Mountain of a man.
Man,
But
if I
yeah.
was the mountains, then I wouldn't be here.
Vierna, this is the point where Vierna loses patience for the haggling, and she just tosses the men and 5 gold, and Olden heads up to her whatever room he's given.
He tosses you the key and he says, "Thank you, madam, for respecting this lovely establishment. Enjoy your rest."
All right.
At this point, Alex just finally gives up and gives him his 5 gold as well.
So you will
But
pay
he just
5
kind of
gold?
he just kind of gives like sort of a coy smile, and he says, "Hey, can't blame me for trying."
Oh, I believe so I can, but enjoy your stay.
What, you wouldn't have done the same if you were in my position?
No. I respect
Yeah,
the establishment's quota.
Well, you have more integrity than I do.
Yes,
Kagura just tells Alex, sometimes you just have to know when to bite the sometimes you just have to know when to bite the arrow. Oh, Alex. He places down 6 gold and says, I'll go ahead with that waking call service. Earth is very important. We get to Lundruk as soon as we can.
Oh, very good, sir. Very good. And he gives
Wizard?
you a small ticket which has a small hook. It's meant to go on the door, which says, "Wake me up at noon."
Grizzler then hands her 5. Just give me the key.
Of course. And he hands it over.
And then she makes her way to her room and goes to sleep for the first time in 2 days.
Alright, so you all get your rooms, just subtract another 5 gold. And 6 gold for Kagura. Are any of you getting the wake up special other than Kagura?
No.
Nope.
No, not gonna need it.
I'm
Vierna basically just lies down, closes her eyes, and does how does the spell put it? One moment.
Well, I mean, I was relying on Vierna to because of trance, she would pretty much be awake at all hours anyway.
Yeah.
I thought Drow didn't sleep.
One moment.
They go into a trance. So,
Yeah.
everyone,
Okay, basically, I'm.
Shake on us an early bird.
Go lie down, close my eyes, and I start looking through Valen's eyes, and he's gonna go for a bit of a fly around.
Okay.
He's been cooped up for 2 days.
So,
It's the next days.
okay. So, that night, while everyone is sleeping, a gas begins to leak into the rooms. Vienna,
Ah, great.
Does it
since
make
you are
any
the
kind of sound?
only... yeah, it smells like chloroform. So, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw since you're the only one technically awake.
Okay, con saving throw. Here goes nothing.
Come on.
Ah.
God damn it.
You are unconscious.
Oh, great.
The next morning
Hold on.
comes. The next
never mind.
morning comes.
Hang on.
Guys?
Shouldn't I wake up because of danger sense?
Sure, you can roll a con save too.
Yeah.
Please give him a 20.
That is not how to.
On. Save.
You are unconscious too.
Fudge.
So, continuing on.
Swear.
While everyone sleeps, the day continues to crawl along. Until Kagura, you receive a loud knock on the door and you wake up. Sir, your wake-up call is here. And then you hear someone walking away. You are the only one awake.
Alright, looks like... alright. Well, time to see if the others are awake. He leaves the room and looks for everybody's rooms.
Alright, you find their rooms, you all put together. What do you do?
Oh, what happened last night? I felt like I just went on a drunk
No,
bingo.
you're still unconscious. Kagura hasn't entered the rooms.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
thought you
asking
said we were all
Kagura what
together.
he's doing.
Okay,
Sorry.
I go up to everyone, and I go up to the doors and knock on them one at a time.
So you
I'm
just
saying-
knock without checking that they're awake
I
or
don't-
in there in there.
If you're up in there, if you haven't woken up yet, now's the time to get up. We have to leave.
Okay. So upon hearing the knock, you all begin to rouse.
Ugh. I swear I smell chloroform?
I feel like I went on a drunk bender the other night. Which is odd because I don't drink that heavily.
Okay, like
Do not
Diana
call
pokes
it
her head
feeling.
out of her room and says, "They really tried to squeeze us for that 1 extra gold."
Respect the establishment, my ass.
I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing I went the extra gold to bite the Air Force, isn't it?
Yeah, good.
Guess
Sure
so.
does.
And
Hey, Alex.
and Alex,
Next time, don't give away everything we can do.
Can I check my inventory to see if everything's there or stolen?
You may.
Alright, I do that.
I set up alarm before I went to bed.
Yep.
Anyway, what do I roll?
Establishment was suspicious.
is
You
everything
had
okay?
to tell. You have to tell me that before the night,
Oh,
Dennis.
My bad.
Anyway, so what are rolls to make sure everything's there?
It's all there.
Okay, so we haven't
I
been...
investigate my room.
It's a room. There's a ventilation. There's a bed. There's a desk. There's a window.
So we haven't been robbed in our sleep.
It might already gassing their guests to make them fall asleep, and make them stay asleep, until past the waking call time is already enough in the morally gray area without them stealing our stuff.
Scummy bastards.
Yeah, Rura kind of scratches her feathers, looking at you, and she goes, "Is that what they're supposed to do in is?"
No, they're...
Nope.
No.
She can simply grumbles. He's pretty much half awake at this point. I really hate sleeping indoors.
All right, well, let's all get on the flight, everybody. I'm sick of this place already.
Grizzer is tempted to burn the inn to the ground.
So am I.
Do it on our return trip, guys.
I'll bring, if it makes you all feel better, I'll bring that up to the royal family too, on top of the other hundreds of things that I've had I'm gonna have to.
Meanwhile,
I feel like I'll be small potatoes.
yeah,
Rura looks at
meanwhile-
Kagura and she goes, "Is this something you really want to bother the royal family about? I doubt they're going to be able to do anything about it right away."
It's the royal family. Them and the nobles are supposed to be going out of there. Are supposed to be bothering with crap like this.
meanwhile,
Yeah,
Grizzer...
nobles don't always do what they're supposed to do, Kagura.
Meanwhile, Grizzer looks
I've
at Dennis.
noticed.
Meanwhile, Grizzer looks at Dennis. You're still working on your spells, right? You think you can practice on their roof? She's secretly hoping Dennis would cause the inn to explode.
No, just I'm angry with them too. Let's just
Wait
I
until
already
the
angered the
trip.
Guys, if we do anything now, we'll just end up getting hauled in for property damage, and we'll end up missing our flight.
That's
Yep,
why we're
let's
at
go.
That's why we're at the Owl Cat right now. What are you doing over there?
It sounded like you wanted to get your revenge now.
It's tempting, but
No.
we don't have time.
So, you all pile into the Owlcat. It's incredibly cramped. Not a single seat is empty. You strap
Rura looks
in.
uncomfortable.
Allah, there is no safety straps for you. They did not plan for a center. What will you do? Neku?
I would suggest
Neku? Dennis, please.
Hang on.
Neku?
You're muted, Neku.
I hold on to a chair or someone. I'm sorry.
You alright? Alright, well, roll me a strength saving throw then.
Well, Kagura looks to Alar and says, how many of those wild shapes have you got again?
I got a few. I know a few. I can.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh dear. He's gone.
Well,
So
we're gonna take a very quick 5-minute break while I go check on him. We'll be back in 5 minutes, Stram. Sorry about this. Okay, be back shortly. I'll leave the chat audio available for folks, but yeah, just in case people want to chat in the meantime, I'm gonna go check on Ella.
Give him our like our thoughts are with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Marco.
Hello.
So
Marco.
that was like the creepiest ship I've ever been on.
Yeah, I've been on worse.
I immediately got the whole what's that old movie? The Blob? The Blob? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Is there a ship in that movie?
No,
No.
not a ship. I'm sorry, I should have been more specific. I'm tired. The
Are you talking
character
about-
she introduced, the gelatin guy. He's like
Oh, you mean Monsters vs. Aliens?
No, she's talking about the captain.
No, the captain,
The
the gelatin guy. He reminds me of a very old movie. I just forgot what it was called. I mean, that's a good comparison. The aliens versus monsters one. That's the one it's kind of like that one, but it's a very old, like way old movie.
Let's see.
Is it
There's
called the Blob? Yeah, the Blob. That's actually what it's called. Thank you, Paige. But yeah, it's an old movie about basically this living slime that eats people.
yeah.
And then transforms into them.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Isn't
very
that like
old
one of those-
movie, but I remember about that.
Yeah, isn't that like one of those? Yeah, it's one of those. Isn't that one of those black and white B movies that
Yes!
people often refer back
No.
to when they talk about stuff?
Well, it's not black and
No,
white, but
It's
like,
in color. It's in color.
It's,
But it's like made in the 50s or
way
60s.
back. Yes. The only reason why I know of that is because it was on Grease.
There was
in the movie
also a
Grease.
1980s remake that has a more horrifying feel. You know, the same kind you see in Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. See, that's where both the monster from Monsters vs. Aliens as well as the slime monster from Hotel Transylvania, that's where they originate from. It's from the movie The Blob.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the original monster, The Blob. That's where the slime monster comes from. It's from that movie.
Doppelganger.
Yeah, I saw
Even
that.
Doppelganger say, "These people."
I didn't pick that up. I just thought his name was like one of those weird acronyms where everything like like Alucard or something, which is just Dracula. But
Nope.
It's funny.
I thought it was something.
It's funny you brought up Alucard because I was just sounding out bloody tears.
Awesome song.
Doppelgangers are weird. They will also transform into any person they have seen and will stab you.
Mm-hmm.
and they make for very frustrating boss fights.
Yeah. But I'm willing to bet they're really fun to play as.
Yeah, you can play as a changeling, and it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. But as a doppelganger, say that one player gets kidnapped and replaced with a doppelganger, they get to play as the doppelganger and start stabbing people.
That's funny.
Ah.
That would be ridiculous.
Racial ability is literally just backstab.
Yeah, backstab.
At least the captain's not the fully evolved version of Ian Malcolm's the Fly.
Yeah, no, I think I'd be sick if that was the case.
Yeah, where's the bug spray?
Oof. Yeah, like seriously, how scummy is that? Just gas the people's living in your building and to get them to pay that extra $1.
I ended up paying the extra gold as precaution. I kind of raised an eyebrow when the card said "Wake me up at noon." Like, who would sleep in that late?
Well, it's a good thing you did because, I mean, I was totally banking on Vienna just pretty much being up the entire night.
Shouldn't have mentioned her.
Whoops.
I really shouldn't have. I'm sorry I showed the hand, everybody. It was oh boy.
It seemed like a very Alex thing to do.
To be fair, I think they just gassed all the runes outright.
Yeah.
A very Alex thing to do. What, just run his mouth?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think it's just a very this group thing to do in general.
Well, to be fair, I have been playing him as a bit of a motor mouth.
Yeah.
I wonder where Aurora went to. Or nephew.
Hope he's okay. Sounds like he's having some family issues, so.
Yeah.
I'll be doing alright.
Yeah. Must have been a bad day at work.
Ugh. I know, I had a rough day at work.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. Oh?
So have you found out?
So, I can't talk about it, but Neku's basically not feeling it today. You know, everyone has those days.
It's one of those days, okay.
And if you're watching this, Neku, again, you didn't do anything, okay? We all have those days, okay?
It happened. We
love
understand.
I'm making a heart.
That's how it was with me. I was supposed to. It happened to me about a month ago. I was supposed to join, but then something came up and I just wasn't feeling it. So I said the last minute, can't join, but everybody was nice about it.
So don't
Just
forget, we love you,
Just
and I
take
am
it
making
easy.
a heart, but you can't see it because we don't use cameras. Okay? Now I'm
Yeah,
going
just
to
take it-
continue, but don't forget,
Okay.
I love you.
Just take it easy and feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright,
So-
gotta go back to being mute. Bye.
Bye. So,
I imagine the entire, Owlcat, jerks, sends Alara into the air, and then she vanishes.
no, I'm just going to not mention Allah until Neku's ready to talk about it.
Okay.
Just because, yeah. So, you spend the entire day in a cramped box with 20 other people you don't know.
Claustrophobia!
The Owlcat soon comes to land roughly about here, and the rider leans back and informs everyone that they're taking a brief 2 to 3 hour break to let the Owlcat rest its wings. Because there's a lot of people. So, for the moment,
Meanwhile, Alvierna and Rosura have been scrunched together on a 12-hour flight.
a few people rise up, get out, stretch a bit, and eventually head back to their seats, though it's a bit of a climb to get back.
River does that. She's like, I can't breathe. Let me out. Let me out.
Chica
Eventually,
wasn't near Fura, so it was pretty easy for him to make room for her to get out.
so eventually, everyone returns to their seats, and the flight resumes, and you soon land in Lundruck. There's a small platform where everyone is let off. Your tickets are exchanged, just to prove that you did indeed pay for a ticket. And you're let out into the main city. Oops, hold on a second. Welcome to Lundruck.
Oh, Jesus. Never again in a crowded place.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, River looks nervous too, and she's like, I thought someone was gonna break my wings. We were so crowded in there.
Those are really big blades of grass.
Well, we're here now, everybody, so take in the air as best you can.
Gizera tries and she coughs at the smog.
So, actually there wouldn't be smog because there's no real industrialization.
Yeah, there's no industrialization.
I was trying to make a joke.
So,
Fair enough.
to your left, you can see a large grouping of shops lined across the main road. And to your right, you can see a stable and a shrine and the inn.
River kind of looks around like, this place is really condensed.
Yeah, there's you seen all the shops? It's kind of head spinning.
What do you do?
I'm more of a nature guy. Kagura, please lead us to where we need to head to.
I'll do my best, but I should warn you, I don't know these streets very well myself.
Oh dear.
So, where do you go?
Well, first up, we should probably stop in with Kagura's folks to see if they can't give us a bit of a free room and board.
I'll see what I can do.
If it's not too much trouble.
If they'll allow us.
The noble sector should be just right outside the castle.
So, do you head down to the noble sector then? Kagura, lead them to your house.
Alright, guys. Stay close to me, please.
As you wander the streets, Kagura and anyone else who has been to Lundruck would immediately notice the large amount of guards. There is not normally this many.
Something is going on.
Well, there has been rumors of things being a bit unstable around here. All the guards probably make sense. The royal family's probably really scared.
Kagura is looking increasingly anxious. You all notice?
Hey, keep it together, alright? Alright, Fox Boy? We're all with you. You're not gonna get mugged while we're around.
It's not the muggers I'm worried about. I've learned to slice the hand off before it even goes near my pocket.
Then why are you fidgeting?
Well, I may have left out the fact that I did not leave here on good terms.
Oh, that's
Now that would have been good to know, dude.
Yes.
So what? We walk up to your home. Your dad comes out carrying a blade.
No, if we're lucky, we'll get carted off straight to the throne room.
And if we're unlucky,
I'll get thrown into my bedroom while you all get thrown in a cell.
Do you want to, do something else? I mean, we can easily camp outside the city.
We have to do this. We don't have I don't have time to be getting anxious.
Right. And while they're traveling, Alex looks over to Vierna. Well, and he whispers to her, "Do you have silence ready?"
yes.
All right, good. The moment Dennis opens his mouth, and he gestures it to he just
Good call. Good call.
because keep it. Need I remind everyone? I'm patron. Who my patron is. The last thing we need him is to just spout that shit off in the throne room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on that topic, Grisura, do you happen to have anything we could gag Dennis with?
I can tear out part of my clothing and use it as a gag.
Actually, use my bedroll for that.
And I do have some rope to tie him up.
Yeah, that'll be a nice little visage walking into the throne room. But yeah, let's just leave it with Vierna, okay? Because I trust her on this one, okay?
Mm.
I don't
So yeah,
suppose
let's.
there's-
So yeah, Alex just gestures Kagura to keep leading the way.
So, you keep leading them? Where do you lead them?
You guys notice that Kagura isn't even looking at any of the noble houses. In fact, he's looking straight at the castle.
I knew
Kagura,
it.
buddy.
I knew
Fucking
it.
called it.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, Alex is like, Kagura, buddy, you're
Is there
the
something you
noble
want to
houses-
tell us?
The noble houses are over there.
I think
We're
there's
not go-
something. I think
we're
there's
not
something
going- We're not going to the noble sector.
Let me guess. There's something you neglected to tell us.
Should I be bowing before you?
Wait, what?
Just let me do all the talking.
All right,
I mean, I'm
Vierna.
not going to, but
Okay.
Kagura approaches the guard.
First,
Kagura,
Diana, please shut down Dennis.
we'll do
Dennis
it.
is being cautiously quiet.
Kagura approaches the guard at the gate.
Shall we?
Puts on his ring and shows it to the guard, saying, Tell my mother, Queen Elizabeth, that I'm home."
What?
And that is where we're going to end it for this session.
what a
Fucking
twist!
freaking called it.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I knew it too. I figured as much.
Thank you all for coming. Sorry to end it a bit early, but I've got to Well, I've got to do a couple of things, and yeah, that seemed like a very good cliffhanger to end it on, and yeah. What a twist, huh?
You goddamn sneaky son of a crap.
I mean, I saw it coming since the.
Yeah, I know, you saw it coming.
The prince thing.
I saw it coming when when there was the newspaper that said that there was the prince missing.
Yeah.
I never once suspected it.
Really?
I mean, I kind of had a feeling, but it's just kind of, like, I mean, I don't know what his backstory is. It could just very well be, oh, okay, so he just lives in the noble sector. But no, we're talking with the crown prince himself.
So?
This is all the beginnings of an epic adventure right here. Crown Prince of the Kingdom, a follower of the creature that destroyed the kingdom not too long ago as well. Good grief.
You have no idea how long. You guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to drop that bomb.
A good few months.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
True.
Is it ruined by the fact that at least two of us saw it coming?
I saw
I
it coming.
I saw it coming.
I suspected it, but still.
I had to have figured at least some of you would figure it out before the reveal.
I'm the only one that never figured it out. That sucks.
That seems kind of appropriate.
Well,
thanks.
No offense.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all next week for another session where we'll be exploring Plundruk family. Dun dun dun. Bye now.
So yeah.
Bye.
Fighting freedom. family darkest fear.